Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to show you a video of this mantle mount installation and kind of what it looks like fresh out of the box with their wall mounting bracket. It has nothing to do with any of the fabrications that I've made with regards to the recessed enclosure as well as the pivot to get it past mantles. But what I'll do is I'm going to show you the architectural prints of our bookcases that we're building. If you take a look right here, these are our architectural drawings for the bookcases we're building in. Our TV has to fit exactly in this area right here. We have no extra room to put our TV. And this mantle is actually going to be approximately 12 to 13 inches. So if you take a look, I'll show you the measurement of this shelf that we fabricated just to show you guys, and we're at about 12 inches, okay? If you look up here, this is with the mantle mounting bracket directly out of the box with no modifications at all. This thing sits about 7 inches. So if you pan back, you can kind of see it's really not aesthetically pleasing at all. If you see from the front over here, what we've done is we've kind of painted a white painting around. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but this basically generally just represents the area that we have to build that coordinates with the architectural print. So you can kind of see it. You can see where the arch will possibly be. If you come around the side here, you can see how, once again, it's really not aesthetically pleasing. Now this is the mantle mount bracket straight out of the box. What it is this is the bracket right here that just screws to the wall. No fabrication, nothing at all. What I want to do is I want to show you how this won't allow us to have the clearance for the TV if it wants to drop down. And also take note, we've also mounted the Sonos soundbar. All of these flat screen TVs are pretty much going to come with a soundbar now, or you're going to have to buy a soundbar because the TV now aren't thick enough to have good sound in them. So if you're going to spend the money for the TV, 90% of the people I would imagine would want a good the good sound bar in there. So ours, I wanted to show this to you mounted to the TV to show the clearance. Now there is the possibility you could mount this directly to the mantle, save a little clearance, but once the TV drops, if your Sonos or if your sound bar is mounted to the mantle, when your TV drops, all your sound bar is going to be behind the TV, which doesn't do you any good. So if you take a look, I'm going to drop this down. This is a 12-inch mantle. This is straight out of the box. This is as low as I could go to mount this. I have barely an inch of clearance. So I'm going to lower it down to show you how it works. It doesn't clear. All right. I'm sure I could probably bend this thing a little bit and get it to clear, but it's not proper. Your mantle is going to end up getting all chewed up. Okay, so this is completely stock. This is the mantle mount project. Maybe it'd work for you if it was a room that didn't have any peripheral side vision for the depth of the TV, but to me this looks like garbage. And if you're going to do the bookcase, you want this thing to look good. The next video I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to actually mount their $200 recessed box that they sell you to recess all this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you how you even lose more clearance with their box and what they call recessed, where you think you bought it and all the product is going to be recessed into the wall. The back, the mounting brackets, not the TV. So the next video I do, be prepared, I'll show you their mounting box, which is called their recessed box, and how that looks. And after that, it'll lead up to the final fabrication of my recessed box along with the pivot hinge to get it down past this standard 12-inch mantle, which is a pretty standard size for a project like this. Thanks. Hey guys, good morning. This is just a follow-up from the first video yesterday where we mounted the mantle mount bracket with all the parts with no modifications straight out the box. This installation now is going to show you the $200 recess box that you purchased from Mantle Mount that you would assume would recess all of the actual mounting hardware, including the brackets as well as the actual arm that drops down. So as you can see from the side, it doesn't really recess anything. It drops it back another couple inches, but if you look in here, you still have a ton of room. We're looking at it's still sticking off the wall for a peripheral side vision of like 4 to 5 inches or so, and you still see all that stuff. So I just want to show you, if you come around, you can see we still have the sound bar mounted. We still have a nice aesthetic look where it's only an inch off the ground. If you come around to the other side, you can still see all the side work, all the side brackets. So it's really, once again, really not too aesthetically pleasing. And now that you use the mantle mount bracket and it recesses it more, it is a little bit of an improvement. But now what the problem is you're looking at is now you lost even more clearance when this thing's dropped. So once again, we have this simulated shelf here that's still the 12 inches. So I'm going to show you what happens now that we use their recess box, okay? So here you go. It's never going to clear again. You're screwed. Nothing can happen. All right, I'm gonna push this in on the top just to show you that this doesn't let any more of that bracket go into the wall. That's what you get for 200 bucks. Once again, here's the clearance issue. It's never gonna work. Never gonna work. Okay, so the next video I'm gonna show you guys is the actual full-on fabrication modification box with the pivot, with the recess box, and another little item on there that I'm adding onto the bracket to allow the top to look level and square by itself when you push the TV back. So that'll be the final one. So this installation is just with the recess box that you purchased from Mantle Mount. And as you can see on the side, not much difference, and absolutely no clearance on this mantle. Okay? Thank you. Alright guys, this is just a follow-up to the next video where I show you the whole installation and what I wanted the whole final installation with all the modifications and such. But I wanted to show you the box that we built, and it's only a box, I get it, but what this is it's a UL rated box. It's rated for weight, and it's all non-combustible as well. So what that allows for is it allows for placement next to some gas pipes, where in these applications where you're doing this above a fireplace, there's usually going to be a gas vent. So if you see, all we did was we just cut out the box so that Mantle Mount's box could actually fit inside it. And what that does is, if you put it together, you kind of see it's very small. It doesn't take up much space, which you would usually have to use behind the mantle. So if there's any kind of vents going in there, this takes up minimal space. So I just want to show you the vent pipes in ours and how it's actually relevant. And the non-combustible thing is actually pretty good. So there's not much space in here. What this does is it allows the back box to recess and plenty of clearance. You won't always have this issue with a vent, but we do, so it works perfectly. So as opposed to a carpenter just coming in and boxing out of wood, of combustible kind of wood, this allows you to put this box in and perfect. All right?
Hey
That's
guys,
it. Thank you.
This is it, the long-awaited final project, and I couldn't be happier with the way this thing has turned out. After a couple days of taking it apart, putting it together so that you guys can see everything that went involved with it. So, this is the final product of everything. Okay, if you can see, it doesn't get any flusher or cleaner lines than what you have right here. Okay, if you walk around, you'll just see everything is super clean looking. Okay, take no mind to, this is woodwork and sheetrock that we'll be filling in, but just take a look at how clean and sleek everything is. Soundbar, very minimal clearance, looking nice. If you walk to the left side over here, once again, look at how level everything is. Look at the clearance, there is zero clearance. Okay, and once the final woodwork is done, behind the TV and the brackets, you won't see any of that stuff. So if you back up here, take a look, I'll show you how this thing comes out of the wall. All right, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
All right, there we go. 12-inch mantle, as flush as you could get to the wall. Doesn't get any flusher. There we go. There it is. Look how clean it is. Look how clean on the side it is. We have 12 inches, and we've actually still maintained a little bit of the swivel option that mantle mount gives you. So this came out about 12 and a half inches is what you have, and it's very sleek. It's right back to the mantle. Now this is the final piece that I love about this, what I've done. If you'll note, if you come in here, take a look at this little backer bolt we put here. What this does is it enables me to set a certain depth so that when I close this thing, I know the top part of the TV is sitting level. Maybe on the other couple videos you saw me, once I put it in, I would adjust it a little bit so that it would look level. If you're anything like me and your OCD is kicking in, everything has to be level and look smooth. So I put a 1/2 inch backer bolt in there that's completely adjustable to whatever depth you guys need. So here we go. Here it is going back in. And if you'll hear the sound of it bottoming out, that's how I know that it's level and it sets itself. So super smooth process. It gets past the 12-inch mantle. All right. The actual mantle mount works great. It lifts it very smoothly. You hear it bobbing out. That's it. That's the final product. So what you have there is you have the recessed box, you have the actual pivot, that I put on the box, the pivot, as well as the recessed box. You have the sound bar, and that's it. Everything flows smooth. That's the final product. Thanks.